Hello everyone, I'm Rosaria and welcome back to The Sims 4 Vampires. Hey guys, welcome to part 19. My voice was cracked because I'm a 13-year-old boy. But you're probably wondering why we're looking at Tara right now, why are we back in her and Vicky's old house? What's going on? Well, let me give you a little background on what's been going on in the last, it's probably been about 10 years of Tara's life. Probably not 10 years, but a very long amount of time in Tara's life. Her fiance, just randomly broke up with her. And when she, no, wrong way to put that, but right after she got broken up with, she went upstairs, wanting to just cry it out in her bed. But she found the vampire tome that Vicki left here on the floor and was like, ooh, what's that? So she read it, and now she knows, that vampires are, probably real. But she wasn't, completely convinced. She was like, I don't think so. But, she did do more research. And, but yeah. I was gonna, say that she was actually, level 15 of the vampire lore scale. But I couldn't figure out how to cheat that. So we're just gonna pretend that she is, she's, maxed out the vampire lore scale. She knows everything. So, and then there was this little, this little tiny memory that was completely buried in the back of her brain because it was compelled out of her. But she actually remembers getting fed on that night from Vlad. It took her a while, but she finally, unlocked that memory in the back of her head, and she remembered getting fed on. So then she knew that vampires were real, and that's when she, really dug into the research. That's when she, started researching on the computer. That's when she, bought all the vampire tomes. That's when all the craziness happened. So she took her stupid ass self. I'm kidding, she's not stupid, but you can really tell that her and Vicki, were, soulmates, though, because, she did the same thing that Vicki did. Except for she wasn't drunk. She decided that she was gonna go and find out what happened from Vlad herself, so armed with garlic, she headed to Forgotten Hollow, and actually walked by Vicky's house. Because she thought she had cooked up this thing in the back of her head. She was like, Vlad turned Vicki into a vampire, and then to protect me, she left. And she thought that Vicki was miserable and living in squalor, just trying to survive. But she walked by Vicky's house and saw her with Lilith and happy, and she was kind of heartbroken because she had kind of clung on to Vicki all these years. But and this was last night, so she's kind of in a mood, but she was oop. She was kind of over Vicki, but she was still holding on to this idea that they would get back together someday, even though it's been so long. And deep down she was over her, and she did know that she probably would never see her again. But there was just a little hopeful part of Tara that thought it would happen. So but she continued on her way. She was a little heartbroken by seeing her with Lilith, but she continued. She walked right up to the, what's his last name? Stroud Mansion, and walked right in. and he decided that she knew too much, so he compelled her to forget all about her research and just all about everything that has to do with vampires. And then he decided that turning her was the best idea. So yeah, yep. She is actually in transition right now, which is crazy. Yep, but Tara's gonna become a vampire. And I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't. Right now, she doesn't know anything about vampires. Turning her was kind of just like a spur of the moment decision, and once she completely transitions, the compulsion will wear off and she'll remember everything, and she'll remember about Vicki, and she'll remember about Vlad, but right now she is just none the wiser and going on with her day. And when she got home, the vampire tome was actually gone. So Vlad like ran here and tried to destroy all the evidence before she got home. So I decided to have her jog as like a homage to the second part of this entire LP, where Vicki was in transition and going out for a jog. I just thought it was cute. But right now, she is strangely hungry from a weird feeling, but she doesn't really know what's happening. She will soon enough, but right now she doesn't. As this whole thing gets like further, like when she gets further in the transition, she'll remember what happened, the compulsion will start to wear off, and I don't know what she'll do then. I actually do know what she's gonna do, but she doesn't know what she's gonna do. So she's just gonna continue her day like normal. Do you remember her just like sitting here playing this piano while Vicki was transitioning? Do you remember that? Aw, I like barely do. Like, this LP is going by fast. Like, I cannot believe that this is part 19. Like, we're about to be out of the teens. This LP, this mini-series, whatever it's called, is about to be, like, a real adult. That's crazy, but also exciting. Like, this is great. I kind of don't want to ever end this LP. Like, I'm so attached to Vicki and Lilith and Caleb. Y'all know Caleb is my baby. She's like really good at the piano now though, like, you go girl. So, what I'm actually gonna do is skip to a little bit later in the night, and you'll see why. So, here we are, just a few hours later, and, Tara has woken up from a fitful sleep where she remembered everything. Like, she was having dreams about everything all night, and now it is 5 a.m. and she's just scared, and she doesn't have an appetite, but she's still like starving, which doesn't really make any sense to me, but you know, whatever. We're gonna like pretend that she's not actually eating right now, because she just doesn't have an appetite anymore. Ooh, I've never seen this before, but look at her. She like knows what's happening now. Like, she knows exactly what's happening to her. The compulsion wore off, and she is, yeah, now she's like nauseated because that food that she ate just made her sick. So now she's just angry, and she is gonna do something about her anger. Like, she is furious and she wants to know what's happening to her. So she hopes that since he like turned her, that he'll help her. So, you know, she's just walking into Forgotten Hollow, And she's not gonna go this way this time, because she doesn't want to see, you know, Vicki in her little perfect life. So she goes this way, and she passes by none other than Caleb's house. And she recognizes him as the sweet guy who just like randomly came into her house. But we're not gonna think about that. She just recognizes him, and they're actually friends. So she's gonna just, you know, like come into his house and just ask him what's happening. Like, she knows, like, in the back of her head that she's transitioning into a vampire, but she doesn't want to believe it's true. So she wants, like, a second opinion. So where's Caleb? I don't know where he is. I don't see him. Caleb! There he is. My baby! Look, she's like about to throw up. Like, same. Aww. He like hugged her. She's like, she's too miserable to do this. Aww. She's gonna, you know, I want her to say like something about vampires. She's gonna, we'll say this is her telling him that she knows everything. Like, she knows that he's a vampire. She knows about Vicki and Lilith. She knows about Vlad. And she thinks she's becoming a vampire. And she doesn't want to be. Like, she's scared. She really doesn't want to be a vampire. And Caleb, he sees this, and he gives her the same advice that Lilith gave to Vicki when she turned up on this very doorstep asking for help. He says, move to Forgotten Hollow. Hey, we're friends. Go ahead, let's move in with me. And I think she's gonna accept. I think they're gonna move in together. And he's gonna train her, and everything is gonna be okay. Aww. They're actually like really cute. And she's gonna move in with him in Forgotten Hollow. Obviously. I think they're like cute. Like, they're gonna be a cute couple. Like, I really want them to be a couple anyway. Like, they're not really like flirty yet. Like, where is she? About to vomit, but taking the trash out. No, do not go outside. If Vicki sees you, that will not be good. But she's gonna come over here and like, you know, thank him for all the help. Like, thank you for letting me move in with you. This is like way too weird to have them go ahead and flirt. Oh, no! No, he doesn't like her. No. We're gonna pretend like that didn't go as bad as it did, but, you know, in the next part, I don't think we're gonna focus on them, so, their relationship's probably gonna, like, unfold off camera, probably. But I genuinely think they'd be really cute, you know? I think he just turned her away because he's a sweetie. Like, he knows that she's in, like, a sensitive position right now, and he doesn't want to, like, do anything that she'll regret, so... Aww. Caleb's so sweet, but he is going to, pretend to bite her. What? I've never seen this interaction before. Aww. I wish she thought it was funny. That's fine. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and end this part here. I am so excited for them to, like, be the cutest couple ever. I mean, like, obviously, other than Vicki and Lilith, who are, like, my OTP, but, I'm gonna go ahead and end this part here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.